everyone, this is Derek Joyce from the Korean Car Blog, and today we have Hyundai Motors North America Senior Manager, Product and Advanced Powertrain PR, Derek Joyce. Good afternoon, Derek. How are you doing?
How are you? Very good to be with you today.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for giving us the time to talk a little bit about what we're currently living in the United States with this pandemic. I know that a lot of our followers have a lot of questions as far as the Hyundai's involvement with this, and hopefully we can also ask you a few more questions in regards to some of your vehicles that you have launched this year.
Yes, sure.
All right, so first of all, can you tell us what are the programs that Hyundai Motors America currently have created to help the communities with this COVID-19?
Yeah, so we've done a number of corporate initiatives. One of our most prominent initiatives that we've had for many years is the Hyundai Hope on Wheels donation. We donated $4.3 million to 22 hospitals throughout the U.S., and this was to support COVID-19 drive-through testing centers and 65,000 COVID-19 RT-PCR tests developed by Seegene. It's a South Korean-based global leader in diagnostics. So we supported that. As background, these grants are designed to combat the coronavirus by providing increased access to testing throughout the nation, especially in hard-hit cities like New Orleans, Chicago, and Detroit. Furthermore, we have a Healing Through Music program. This is a partnership between Hyundai Hope on Wheels and Musician on Call, where national recording artists are delivering the healing power of music to patients and caregivers with surprise, once-in-a-lifetime virtual performances. So that's another initiative for us. We also have our First Responders program. This is extended to healthcare professionals and hospital employees, making them eligible to receive $500 off all new Hyundai vehicles. In addition, Hyundai's racing partner, which is Brian Herta Autosport, is assembling 3,000 face shields per week that are being delivered to the Indiana National Guard for first responders. And finally, Hyundai dealers across the country are helping out in their local communities at an at-will and as a localized basis.
Good. I mean, I'm glad that Hyundai Motors is really into helping our community here in the United States. Obviously, we're all living into difficult times, and any help that we can get, especially for our favorite brands, are always appreciated. Now, can you tell us any current programs that you have that might be able to help current owners with their monthly payments, if you have any?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a priority for Hyundai. We're very sensitive to people and their ability to afford a new vehicle that they might need. So we always focus on this. We always try to be one of the leading companies to come out with this type of assistance. So we have the Hyundai Assurance Job Loss Protection Program. Hyundai has offered to make up to 6 months of payments for new owners who lost their jobs due to COVID-19 and purchased or leased their vehicle on March 14th to May 17th. So recent purchases. In addition, for selected purchases through June 1st, Hyundai is offering 0% APR financing and deferring payments for up to 90 days at the customer's request, again, at a hardship level. And for current owners financed with Hyundai Motor Finance, they have some relief options available. So in many different facets of our financing and customer assistance, we're trying to assist customers. Some of these are on an as-needed and a case-by-case basis, but those are the programs that we have in effect.
Great. I mean, I'm very sure that a lot of people will need those assistance. Obviously, a lot of our followers they don't have any more jobs, and this will definitely help them. Can you tell us where can we apply for those assistance?
In the Hyundai US, it's HyundaiUSA.com where you'll find virtually all of our information. HyundaiUSA.com.
Perfect. Now, obviously, we're living in a time where social distancing is a must. How can you tell us how Hyundai employees are dealing with this?
Well, first of all, we're going to comply with all national and state and local requirements, laws, and directives. So obviously, Hyundai follows all laws very strictly and make sure that we're in compliance with everything required by our government. Our employees, in the meantime, currently, our employees have embraced working from home and are continuing to be productive. Working from home, we really adapted. Many of us are doing many Zoom meetings per day, keeping things moving in all of our respective departments and areas. So we continue to be cooperative and productive to do everything that takes to bring a Hyundai vehicle to market. And as you would imagine, there are so many invisible departments that you never think about that enable a vehicle to be brought from Korea and sold in the U.S. To a customer. Many different assistants get that done in a way that is pleasing to the customer. We're also looking forward to getting back in the office just as soon as proper safety precautions are in place. Again, this is going to be in compliance with all government requirements and regulations with regard to distancing, with regard to masks that might be required at that time. And also this will be localized, not only in our headquarters in Fountain Valley, but at all of our facilities throughout the United States, be it in Irvine, California, our design studios, our plant in Alabama, and any other Hyundai facilities. We have many facilities in Michigan as well. So we will always be sure to comply with all required laws and make sure we keep our employees as safe as possible.
Yes, I'm glad. I mean, this is the new social distancing. It's something that we all have to now deal with it, and I'm glad that Hyundai is taking all the steps to not only getting getting your employees back to work, but at the same time in a safely manner.
Absolutely, total priority for us.
Now, obviously, it's still in regards to COVID. I'm pretty sure that some of your customers won't be able to go directly to the dealer, or some of them might not be feeling comfortable going to the dealer yet. Can you tell us what are the new ways to shop new Hyundai?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've been focusing on this as well, and we've been very early with this relative to some of our competitors as well. So we try to adapt to new conditions in the marketplace very rapidly. Hyundai customers and owners can also take advantage of several digital and remote offerings for retail sales. One of them is online retail sales. What we're doing is leveraging the shopper assurance and click to buy. Digital retailing is available on most Hyundai dealer websites. This would be on a case-by-case basis based on the dealer. And what this allows buyers to select a vehicle, calculate payments, apply for credit, value a trade-in model, and complete the paperwork online. And customers can also arrange for a flexible solo test drive at participating dealers with the vehicle brought to a customer's home for evaluation. So, that's quite an effort to make all of this available remotely and safely. In addition, we have home delivery. Most Hyundai dealers, depending on their participation and their local franchise laws, will deliver new vehicles directly to the customer's home. So this, again, is based on local laws and local conditions. There's always a localized effect with dealers, but that is certainly available at many Hyundai dealers.
Nice. Lately, I saw on your website, HyundaiUSA.com, where you were actually showing a video of the car doing like walk around, and I thought that was really interesting and a new way to help new customers to be able to understand the cars, and you were also taking questions as well. So I'm glad that you guys are taking this new step from where we're living right now. Obviously, we cannot go out of home, but I'm glad you guys are taking the right steps. Now, obviously one of the things that you do at the dealer is obviously buying a car, but at the same time you have to service your car. Have you guys done anything in regards to that?
Yeah, well, Hyundai owners can have their vehicle picked up for service and repair and dropped off back once the work is completed at most dealerships, again, with the localized disclaimer. But that is true at most dealerships. And we have electronic signature authorization for repair approvals and increased digital communication between the dealer and the customer. So we always had digital communication between the dealer and customer, but with this COVID situation, we greatly increased that. So there's more and more communication that's happening digitally and virtually, and it's helping to facilitate any type of service that a customer might need.
Great. That's one of the good things about you guys. Always thinking for the customer. So I'm glad. During this COVID-19, we're all living difficult times. So I'm glad that you guys are able to think ahead and be the competition and being able to help us, the community, to own a Hyundai and be proud to be a Hyundai owner. Now the obviously we know that here in the U.S. because of the COVID-19, they were able to. I mean, everyone, the whole country was put on hold, and a lot of manufacturing plants were put on hold as well. Can you tell us how you guys were handling this stop production in your plant?
Yeah, unfortunately, because of the vast notion of the pandemic affecting the entire world, it did stop production in our Alabama facilities, which is our U.S. facility for production. So we did suspend production compliance with the government and the health directives. That was from March 18th through May 4th. What we did was we implemented extensive protocols to provide safe, secure, and sanitized workspaces for all team members. So that took a while to conceptualize and create these types of workspaces with plexiglass or blocks or whatever, any type of separation of workers that would be required. So some of these proactive measures included pre-screening for temperature. So we're doing that at the factory, temperature of each worker. We're doing physical distancing with more strict guidelines in workstations and break areas. We're also doing more staggered shifts to separate the workers that are required so that they work at different times. And we are expanding existing cleaning protocols, a lot more bacterial cleaning protocols and health and safety communication materials. So basically bringing everything up to the state of the art in terms of COVID. Anytime we learn anything new from the government regarding protocols for that, we are obviously looking to implement that as soon as we can basically evaluate it and put it into practice for our employees.
That's good. That's good. Obviously, the employees are the. I mean, us as a customers, obviously, we want the cars, but at the same time, we want the safety for everyone who is making our cars. So I'm glad that you guys are taking the right steps. Now, obviously, with this whole halt in production, more than likely we're guessing that you guys might have some product delays or delays in the product launches. I understand that obviously this is sensitive information, but what can you tell us about this, possibly the Hyundai Sonata Hybrid or Elantra or even the Santa Cruz?
Yeah, so the good thing is, I can represent the U.S. market, the Hyundai Motors America and Hyundai Motors North America. And because Korea leads our production and our plans often in almost every vehicle line, there are no delays for the U.S. market so far. So that's been really good because, we're able to compensate and because of some of our product availability trails, different markets, it so far has not had an effect, and we are anticipating no long-term effect in terms of our product pipeline.
Oh, that's great. That's good news for everyone to know, because obviously we're all excited for those new models to come up, even the Santa Cruz, which is something that a lot of our followers and readers are eager to know more about and even see the product already. We've been seeing a lot of pictures of it, but I'm glad that you guys are still in the schedules, and hopefully soon we'll be able to see them. Now, can you tell us, now electric vehicles is becoming really common in pretty much everywhere in the world. Now, can you tell us what is your commitment to electric vehicles?
Well, you really hit on it. This one is it's a hard and an easy question, and the easy answer is we are utterly committed to electric vehicles. So we're thoroughly committed to EVs as part of our full spectrum eco approach, and this includes hybrids, plug-in hybrids, battery electric vehicles, and fuel cell EVs, which is currently our Nexo fuel cell SUV. So as you'll notice, Hyundai is one of the very few makers that offers eco vehicles in all of these categories.
Right.
Many competitors offer them in certain areas, say hybrid or plug-in, or possibly an EV, but very, very few, if any, offer vehicles in every one of these electric vehicle categories. A lot of people don't think of fuel cells as EVs or battery or hybrids, but There are all forms of EVs where they use EV type assistance in the production propulsion energy. So each of these models is specifically tailored to its market around the world, and this is based on local buyer needs and desires. Currently, HMNA offers the former North American SUV of the Year Kona EV and the Ioniq EV. These are our BEV vehicles. And Hyundai has also put robust plans for EV growth in all markets, and especially the U.S. market. Now, Hyundai EVs are well known for outstanding electric efficiency ratings, and this is going to continue to be the case moving forward. One of the things that we've done recently, Hyundai Motor Group has doubled down on its recent commitment to invest $87 billion over the next 5 years to foster future growth.
Wow.
As part of this drive, Hyundai plans to invest $52 billion in future technologies through 2025. While Kia will invest $25 billion in electrification and future mobility technologies. And I'll leave the statements on Kia to Kia folks, but you can see our commitment. That's for Hyundai Motor Group,
Yes.
but that obviously includes Hyundai, and it's a huge commitment of Hyundai to electric vehicles and electrical vehicle growth.
Yes, definitely. I mean, as you were mentioning, you guys are, Hyundai is one of the brands that have pretty much all hybrids, electric vehicles in their lineups, and we're starting seeing more and more and more, and we're definitely looking into that, and we notice, and then hopefully with this new trend, obviously we'll get to see more vehicles coming with electric batteries.
Right.
Now I want to ask you this. So in Europe, it's pretty common that we can see diesel engines. Lately, we've been seeing, we saw that the Santa Cruz was possibly going to come with a diesel engine. How do you think that the U.S. Could adapt to diesel engines instead of electric vehicles?
Yeah, well, there's no question, diesel is a very popular fuel throughout the world. And Hyundai makes excellent diesel powertrains, very, very reliable, efficient, and useful diesel powertrains. Now, in the U.S., due to environmental trends and changing regulations, diesel really is not currently in strong demand. This is especially true in the U.S. segments where Hyundai competes.
Right.
So diesel is not a heavy demand area for us. So what we're going to do is continually to evaluate the needs of buyers in all of our markets and in the U.S. and see if this desire for diesel powertrains in the U.S. market changes. But really, I would say currently eco-vehicle growth is a strong area of growth for Hyundai. That's really where we're putting a lot of our growth efforts and new segment efforts, and it's evident in all the new vehicles that are coming out soon. So that's where, in the current scenario, that's where you're seeing a lot of our growth.
Interesting. Okay. Now, can you tell us, or can you your expectations about the upcoming fourth generation Tucson?
Well, the new next generation Tucson, it's a beautifully designed and has been extremely well received in our consumer research. And, if you for an indication of the fourth generation Tucson, there was a concept called the Vision T. And it's a concept indicating some of the design cues we're exploring for the next generation subcompact CUV. So that was a very popular concept for us. It was introduced at the Los Angeles Auto Show. As with every new Hyundai product, it will receive dramatic improvements in space efficiency, infotainment and driver convenience, active and passive driver safety, performance, fuel efficiency, and superb ride handling balance. It's also going to receive some new eco powertrain options. We are confident the new Tucson will attract many U.S. buyers in the U.S. compact SUV segment. We think it'll be very popular.
Great. Yeah, that's something that we're always looking forward. And now, can you tell us? We've been seeing the success that the Grandeur had in South Korea. Can you tell us if you guys have any plans for the U.S. return of the Acera?
Well, we never really say never at Hyundai. We're too much of a company that's interested in potential, but currently there's no plans for the return of Acera in the U.S. Of course, we're going to continually evaluate the needs and desires of our U.S. customers, and that would include this large car segment. Currently no plans, but virtually every other week we are evaluating the needs of our buyers in the U.S. and trying to meet those needs the best we can.
All right. Recently we've seen the images of the new Santa Fe. Can you tell us what is your expectation of this car and to towards the customers and its new bold design.
Yeah, well, virtually all of our Hyundai's new designs are bold and disruptive in their respective segments. We're very bold in the way we approach design. The photos that you've seen very recently, that's for a Santa Fe product enhancement. It's not an all-new design,
right,
but it is a significant product enhancement. This enhancement is going to take Santa Fe in a more advanced, tech-focused, refined, and efficient direction with some new eco-powertrain options. So we're going to have more news on this in the future. And currently, if you want to know about the information on the Santa Fe, that's available from Hyundai's global news websites, and many global media are picking up on that news. So you can do an easy search for the next Santa Fe, and you'll see a lot of detail about the next Santa Fe.
Excellent. I mean, we're definitely looking forward to that. The hybrid new engines are coming up, and hopefully an end line coming up. But now let's shift more into the end performance program.
Yes.
Currently in North America, you have the Veloster, and we've been seeing a lot of pictures of the Kona N. Can you tell us if this is going to be available in the U.S.?
Yeah, I can't talk about the Kona N. We'll leave that up to our global release programs and confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for official news from our global arm on that.
Right.
But our N brand does have very aggressive growth plans in many product segments. So this is going to include pure N models. That's our focused N models, our pure N models. We also have something called N line models. Mm-hmm. And we also have N performance parts. And so it's a full spectrum performance approach. And so we're going to be building out all of those in select segments and focusing on what customers want. We're really focused on those vehicles that have the best promise to satisfy true end buyers in our development. So vehicles that naturally lend themselves to performance enhancements, those are going to be the vehicles that we further develop for pure N models. We also have a new dual clutch transmission coming later this year on the Veloster N. Yes. For the U.S. market specifically. So we're excited about the future potential of N, and we've got a lot of exciting things coming. And we just have to ask you to just stay tuned and be patient. We're gonna keep your eye on your spy websites and your official news from Hyundai, and you'll continue to see news for our end products to keep customers excited.
All right. So I know that we cannot talk much about product, but I'm glad that you were able to give us this promising answer for the Kona. And before we wrap this up, I gotta ask you this, because we've been asked a lot of times, many times. Lots of our followers are asking us this. Now the Sonata N line, you guys tease it, you guys show us the engine. We heard about possibly being released or at least unveiled in the LA Auto Show, but didn't happen. Can you tell us if there's any delay or what can we expect of this Sonata N line, or when to come up?
Yeah, all I can say is the Sonata N line is still coming for the U.S. market, and there's no noticeable delay for that. So
okay.
We continue to work on all of our products even with COVID, because we can continue to work and develop with a good strategy and with separation. So no, it's still coming. Tell your readers and followers that the Sonata N line is coming their way just as soon as possible. Awesome.
I'm glad that everyone will be happy to hear that news for them. Thank you very much, Derek, for this phone call. We really appreciate your input in all these questions that a lot of our people were having, not only for new products that you guys are launching, but at the same time, with the hard times, difficult times we're living currently in the United States and everywhere in the world. Thank you very much once again for your time, and hopefully we can keep in touch and continue to talk about these new products in the future.
Absolutely, Eric. Thanks so much for the opportunity, and thanks for all your readers' interest in Hyundai.
Thank you. This is Eric from the Korean Car Blog, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for our next interview, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.